Today we'll talk about the Chargaffs rule, what the Chargaff rule is, and numericals which are associated with it. We know that in a DNA molecule there are two types of nitrogen bases. In a DNA molecule we have two types of nitrogen bases. One is purines and another is pyrimidines. So in a DNA molecule, this DNA molecule, we have two types of nitrogen bases, purines and pyrimidines. Purines are of two types, adenine and guanine, pure adenine and guanine, and pyrimidines are of two types, thymine and cytosine. This Erwin Chargaff, he analyzed DNA molecules of different organisms and then put forward certain rules what are known as Chargaffs rule. We'll discuss them one by one. So we have Chargaffs rule. This Erwin Chargaff, he said that in a DNA molecule the amount of adenine is equal to amount of thymine and the amount of guanine is equal to the amount of cytosine. So in a DNA molecule, amount of adenine is equal to amount of thymine and amount of guanine is equal to the amount of cytosine. That means the proportion of, in a DNA molecule, the proportion of adenine is always equal to the proportion of thymine and the proportion of guanine is equal to the proportion of cytosine. For example, if there are, consider that there are 10 molecules of adenine, obviously then in that DNA molecule there would be 10 molecules of thymine. If there are 15 molecules of these guanine, then there would be 15 molecules of cytosine. So this is what is known as in the amount, proportion of adenine is equal to the proportion of thymine and the proportion of guanine is equal to the proportion of cytosine. This was one. Then we have second, the proportion of purines is equal to the pyrimidines. In a DNA molecule, amount of purines is equal to the pyrimidine. Purines is equal to the pyrimidines. That means in a DNA molecule, the amount of purines is equal to the pyrimidine molecule. That means purines, we have adenine plus guanine is equal to thymine plus cytosine. That means the proportion of purines is equal to the proportion of pyrimidines. The amount of purine is equal to the amount of pyrimidine. So we have got two purines, adenine, guanine is equal to the thymine, cytosine. Or we can write it like this, or adenine plus guanine, the base ratio of adenine, guanine and thymine plus cytosine is equal to 1. Or purines by pyrimidines is equal to 1. Is equal to 1. So that is purine is to pyrimidine is equal to 1:1. That is the amount of purine is equal to amount of pyrimidine. The proportion of purine is equal to the proportion of pyrimidine. This is rule number second. Third is in a DNA molecule, adenine thymine is not necessarily equal to guanine. The base pair adenine thymine is not necessarily equal to guanine cytosine. So we have in a DNA molecule adenine thymine base pair is not necessarily equal to guanine plus cytosine. For example, if we have 20 base pairs of adenine thymine. In that DNA molecule, it is not necessary, it is not essential that there would be 30 molecules of guanine cytosine. No, it may vary. That means, or we can say that adenine plus thymine by guanine plus cytosine is not equal to 1. That means the base ratio of adenine thymine and guanine cytosine, it is not necessarily equal to 1. That it means that if you have got a DNA molecule and there are 20 base pairs of adenine thymine, it is not necessary that there would be 20 molecules of guanine cytosine, base pair guanine cytosine. And the fourth one is that the base pair ratio of adenine thymine and guanine cytosine, it is constant for the species. Adenine plus thymine by guanine plus cytosine, it is constant for the species. That means we have the base ratio adenine plus thymine and guanine plus cytosine. The value of adenine plus thymine by guanine plus cytosine, this value, it varies from one species to another species, but this value, it is constant for the particular species, for the members of the particular species. For example, in case of humans, the value in case of humans, the adenine thymine and guanine cytosine value is 1.52. That means it is constant for the members of a species. Although this value adenine thymine guanine cytosine base pair ratio, it varies from one species to another species, but it is constant for the members of the same species. For example, in case of humans, this base pair ratio, adenine plus thymine by guanine plus cytosine, it is 1.52. Now explanation, how we can explain these rules one by one. Explanation. If we will take a DNA molecule, we have adenine, we have C, cytosine, adenine thymine. I will take here, this is DNA molecule. This is CAT, GAT, CCA and AAT. For example, this is a DNA molecule where in one strand of the DNA the base sequence is CAT, GAT, CCA, AAT. Then in the other strand of this DNA molecule, the base sequence would be cytosine pairs with guanine, adenine pairs with thymine, adenine pairs with thymine, thymine pairs with adenine, guanine pairs with cytosine, adenine pairs with thymine, thymine pairs with adenine, guanine pairs with cytosine pairs with guanine, cytosine pairs with guanine, adenine pairs with thymine, adenine pairs with thymine, adenine pairs with thymine, and thymine pairs with adenine. This is a DNA molecule. This is one strand of the DNA molecule. This is another strand of the DNA molecule. Now we will see rule first. Rule first. That is, adenine is equal to, the amount of adenine is equal to thymine and the amount of guanine is equal to cytosine. We will calculate how many adenine are there. Adenine 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 adenine. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 adenine. 8 adenine. Obviously, how many thymine would be there? There would be 8 thymine. We'll calculate 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So adenine 8. We have guanine. How many guanine are there? Guanine 1 2 3 4 guanine. We have 1 2 3 4 guanine. Then how many cytosine are there? There should be 4 cytosine molecules. Cytosine 1 2 3 4 cytosine. So it means that adenine 8, thymine also 8. Adenine 8, thymine also 8. Guanine 4, cytosine also 4. That means this rule is correct. In a DNA molecule, the amount of adenine in this particular DNA molecule, the amount of adenine, how many adenine molecules are there? 8 adenine molecules are, and obviously there are 8 thymine molecules. There are 4 guanine molecules. Obviously there are 4 cytosine molecules. That is, the amount of adenine is equal to the amount of thymine, or the proportion of adenine is equal to proportion of thymine in a DNA molecule, and the proportion of guanine is equal to proportion of cytosine in a DNA molecule. This is rule number first is explained. Then we'll take rule number second. Rule number second, we say that in a rule number second, we say that the amount of purine is equal to the amount of pyrimidine. That means adenine plus guanine is equal to thymine plus cytosine. So rule number second is adenine plus guanine is equal to thymine plus cytosine. So this is rule number second here. We'll explain this rule number second. This is rule number second. We'll see how many adenine and guanine. Adenine are 8 adenine. 8 adenine plus we have 8 adenine. Guanine, these are 4. Thymine 8. Cytosine 4. 12 is equal to 12. So it is like this. Rule number second explained. Or we can take adenine plus guanine by, or adenine plus guanine by, here we'll explain it. Adenine plus guanine is equal to thymine plus cytosine. We'll take their base ratio. Adenine plus guanine by thymine plus cytosine is equal to 1. So we can say how many adenine are there? Adenine are 8, guanine are 4. So thymine are 8 and cytosine are 4. So 12 by 12. That means it is equal to 1. So adenine plus guanine by thymine plus cytosine is equal to 1. This is rule number second explained. The rule number second explained. Then we have got rule number third. The amount of adenine, the amount of base pair adenine thymine is not necessarily equal to guanine plus cytosine. Sometimes in a DNA molecule, the base pairs adenine thymine may be equal to guanine cytosine, but generally in majority of the cases, the base pair adenine thymine is not necessarily equal to guanine cytosine. So we say that adenine base pair adenine thymine is not necessarily equal to guanine cytosine. We'll explain. We have got how many adenine are there? 8 plus 8. We have 8 adenine molecules. We have 8 thymine molecules. We have how many guanine molecules? Guanine molecules are 4. We have 4 guanine molecules plus how many cytosine molecules? 4. That means 16 is not equal to 8. So rule number 2nd, explain it. Rule number 3rd, explain it. Then rule number 4th, we say that the base pair ratio adenine plus thymine by guanine plus cytosine, it is constant for the species. It is constant for the species. Constant for species. This base pair ratio adenine, thymine and guanine, cytosine, this base pair ratio, it varies from one species to another species, but this ratio, it is constant for the members of the same species. That means its value would be the constant, its value would be the same in all the individuals of the species. For example, it has been just explored its value in case of humans. We have adenine plus thymine by guanine plus cytosine. It is equal to 1.52 in case of humans, and this is constant for humans. That means all the human beings would have adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine base pair ratio equal to 1.52. Although this base pair ratio, it varies from one species to another species, and it is constant for the members of the same species, for the individuals of the same species. We have just taken these rules and we have just explained them one by one. So these are the rules, and this is the explanation for these rules. Now we'll take certain problems which had been asked in various exams, so as to make this chargaffs rule clear. You have to remember that adenine always pairs with thymine and guanine always pairs with cytosine. And the amount of purine is equal to amount of pyrimidine. Adenine plus guanine is equal to thymine plus cytosine, and adenine plus thymine is not necessarily equal to guanine plus cytosine. Numericals. It says that if a DNA molecule has guanine content of 26%, if a DNA molecule has guanine content 26%, what proportion of thymine do you expect? Calculate the proportion of thymine. Calculate the proportion of thymine. So in a DNA molecule we have how much guanine? 26%. Given is guanine is 26%. That means cytosine is equal to 26%. Remember that in a DNA molecule, total base content is 100%. So we have this, how many together, that is 52%. It means adenine plus thymine would be 48%. That is guanine plus cytosine is 52%. Guanine plus cytosine is 52%, and adenine plus thymine would be 48%. It is like this. We have 52, 48, that is 100%. So therefore adenine is half of 48, that is 24%, and thymine is 24%, that is half of 48%. So therefore amount of adenine is equal to amount of thymine, that would be 24%. Therefore we have to calculate the proportion of thymine. So adenine is 24% in that DNA molecule, thymine is 24% in the DNA molecule. In that DNA molecule, guanine is 26% and cytosine is 26%. This is the solution for this problem. Then we'll take another one. We have another problem that a DNA molecule has 180 base pairs. A DNA molecule has how many base pairs? A DNA molecule has 180 base pairs. A DNA molecule has 180 base pairs. DNA molecule has 180 base pairs. DNA molecule has 180 base pairs and 20% adenine Then how many cytosine nucleotides are present in the molecule of DNA? Calculate the cytosine nucleotides. Calculate the cytosine nucleotides in DNA molecule. We have solution. What is given? We have given is DNA molecule has 180 base pairs. 80 base pairs. That means total number of nucleotides in DNA is 180 into 2. That is equal to 2 to the 8 to the 63. 360 total nucleotides are present in this DNA molecule. Total 360 total nucleotides are present in this DNA molecule. Then we have another is given 20% is adenine is given. 20% adenine is given. 20% adenine. Adenine is 20%. It is given. Therefore, thymine is equal to 20%. ठीक. Guanine. How much would be the guanine? We have to calculate from the 100%. That means we have 40. It would be 30, and cytosine would be 30%. So we have 100% total amount, that is 100% of bases are present in DNA molecule. So we have adenine 20%, thymine 20%. This was given, adenine 20%, thymine, therefore thymine would be 20%. We know that total base content is 100%. If these two are together 40%, then these two together are 60%. The 60% half is 30, so guanine is 30%, cytosine is 30%. This way. Now we have to calculate the cytosine. We have to cytosine we have to calculate the how many number of cytosine we have to calculate. We know that cytosine is how much percent? Cytosine is 30%. That means it is 30 by 100. So it would be 0.3. Therefore 360 total nucleotides into 0.3. What is this value? 360 into 0.3, that is, it would be 108 cytosine nucleotides. 108 cytosine nucleotides. This is number of cytosine nucleotides. We can also calculate therefore number of cytosine nucleotides. Cytosine always pairs with guanine. Number of guanine nucleotides. We can calculate guanine is equal to 30%. So this would be, therefore guanine is equal to 108 nucleotides, because cytosine always pairs. So we know that cytosine always pairs with guanine, adenine always pairs with thymine. The amount of cytosine is always equal to the amount of guanine. So cytosine always equal to guanine. If there are 108 cytosine, there would be 108 guanine nucleotides. Then this was how many number of we can also calculate number of adenine nucleotides. Adenine nucleotides A is equal to 20%. That means 20 by 100. 2 1 is a 2. 1 by 5. That is 1 by 5 divided by 5. That is 0.2. Therefore, number of adenine nucleotides is 360. 360 is the total nucleotides into 0.2. That means what would be the value? That is 72 nucleotides. Adenine would be 72 nucleotides. Therefore, thymine is also 72 nucleotides. We can also calculate this total nucleotides. We have total nucleotides 360. So we have 108. How many? Guanine is 100, cytosine is 108. Then we have adenine. This we will go for the cross check. Adenine we have 72. Then thymine would be 72 also. 20. 6. This is 360. this 360 and this 360. That means total nucleus 360 and 360, this 360 total nucleotides. So amount of adenine is 20%, 10%, guanine 30%, cytosine 30%. Then we can also calculate the number of nucleotides. We can calculate the number of guanine nucleotides. That means that comes 108. Then number of cytosine would be also 108 nucleotides. Number of adenine nucleotides, then we have got percentage. That is, from the percentage we can calculate the number of nucleotides if we know the total nucleotides. Why I have used the term 180 into 2? Because these are base pairs. These are base pairs. That means they are pairs. We have used the 2 for for that purpose, because the nucleotides, nitrogen bases, are present in pairs. That is, it would be adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine. These are in pairs. That is why we use 2, so as to get the total nucleotides, total bases in a DNA molecule. So this was a question which was asked in one of the examination. Then we'll take another question. Another question was asked, the base ratio adenine plus thymine by guanine plus cytosine, adenine plus thymine by guanine cytosine of one of the strands of DNA molecule, of one of the strands of DNA molecule is 0.2. Calculate the adenine thymine guanine cytosine ratio in the complementary strand. Calculate adenine thymine by guanine cytosine ratio in it is complementary strand. Solution. So what is given? It is given that adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine in one of the strands. We have 2 strands of the DNA. This is DNA molecule. This is another strand of the DNA. In one of the DNA strands, this is strand first. This is strand second. Of the DNA molecule. This is strand first of the DNA molecule. We have given in strand first, this is adenine plus thymine by guanine plus cytosine. Ratio in one of the strand is 0.2. Now we have to calculate the adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine ratio in the complementary strand. In this strand we have to calculate. We know that adenine, thymine by guanine, cytosine is equal to 0.2. Then we can calculate the number of these base pairs. So it means 2 by 10. That means there are in this strand there are 2 molecules of adenine, thymine and 10 molecules of guanine, cytosine. So we write adenine, thymine, these are 2, 1, 2. That means 2 adenine, thymine and 10 guanine, cytosine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So total we have 12 nitrogen bases in this strand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 are adenine, thymine. 2 are adenine, thymine. So 1, 2 are adenine, thymine, and rest guanine, cytosine is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then in another strand, in another DNA strand, we have adenine pairs with adenine pairs with thymine, thymine pairs with adenine, guanine pairs with cytosine, cytosine pairs with guanine, guanine pairs with cytosine, cytosine pairs with guanine, guanine pairs with cytosine, cytosine pairs with guanine, cytosine, guanine, cytosine, guanine. Then we'll calculate adenine, thymine by guanine plus cytosine base ratio. That means adenine, thymine 1, 2, 2 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 10. So it is equal to 0.2. So remember that this was another numerical.